Hello everyone and welcome to Mentos Play Spelunky. Today we will be taking on the August 20th daily challenge, although I just hit X instead of Z, so we're going to have to go through this little bit of a loading screen here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's jump into this. So we got our August 14th daily challenge. As you can tell by the character, if you're familiar with Spelunky, I did actually beat Olmec again today. I had 1 health and no bombs, so I chose not to go to hell, because I felt like that was just asking for dying. So I chose to take the 50,000 gold bonus for beating Olmec and get out of there. Let's see, should we plant a bomb here? We'll see what happens when we go down a level. So we can jump down here, grab this pot. Oh god, it's a scorpion. Let's get up here where we can easily drop down on him. There we go. Is there anything of interest up here? No. So we aren't going to use a bomb to go in there. We are going to make sure not to fall on the spikes like we did yesterday, because that was the most disappointing daily challenge of all time. We get a few ropes out of that crate. We can get to the damsel with a rope instead of using a bomb. So we will do that. We do want the damsel though, because we want that extra health. We might as well trigger the spider up here first, who is not actually going to be triggered. There we go. Now you should jump down over here. Okay, come on. There you go. Don't want that to take too long, so I don't want the ghosts to show up, but... See, here's the... I hate you, Norden. I know that this game and this broadcasting software are taking some resources. I know this. You don't need to tell me. Oh my god, I just want to look up! Okay, now is there any way that I can get into here shy of using some ropes to go back above and then bombing in? No. So we're going to take our time and play it a little bit risky, which is not the smartest decision, but we're going to come up here, use up 2 ropes. Hopefully that's all we have to use. We're probably going to have to use a 3rd one though. And then it's going to cost us a couple of bombs to get down here, but that crate is probably worth it. Let's drop a bomb there. And 1 more over here. And that worked out perfectly actually, to make sure that I don't have to use another rope. See, that's a cobra. That's not very nice. 3 more ropes. Not worth 2 bombs by any means. And so up we go. That was a little bit of a confusing route to get back up there, but it was not too bad. Oh god, here comes the ghost. So now we get to play the go game. Okay, so down here, across, and in. Perfect. Ghost didn't get anywhere near us, and we got out of the level. So, onward we go to level 2, which of course has to be a dark level, because why not? We have a shop down here, which has some climbing gloves and some spike shoes. Both of those are very nice things to have, and we just got a nice little 5,000 gold bonus from that scarab. I do actually quite like dark levels because of the scarabs. They make it very easy to pick up a lot of gold. We got an altar down here, so we can get our damsel, and we can get him down there, him or her down there. Then that'll be good for us. We want to drop this torch down here to set off this arrow trap. We are going to buy climbing gloves and spike shoes. Maybe a bit silly, but they're worth the investment, both of them. Let's see now. That's a spider. That's unfortunate. Come on. There we go. You're going to drop down here. There is another scarab that we can get to relatively easily. Gonna wait for the spider to jump. Oh, I did not expect him to fly that way. I did not expect that bounce at all. And that's really the main reason why I was willing to spend so much at the shop, was because I knew that we would probably get at least 1 more scarab. We really want to get our damsel that we can take back to that altar, but I don't see any sign of it just yet. I'm also quite worried about the Jedi being on this level, because of course it's a lot harder to pick up when it's on the dark levels. There is something down here, probably the damsel, at least a crate. So we will grab onto this. And we will go, yes, that is our damsel. We got some spring shoes for free from that crate, which are of course useful. Except now the question is, can we get back to that altar in time to make something good happen? Like that. Perfect. And we could try to bomb in from down here, but that would be real difficult. So instead I think we are going to try to head back this way. Up here. I was going to say, I hope that arrow trap has been set off already. Can't quite make that jump. Okay, so this is a lot of time investment, but it is... Oh, we had no bombs. We have no bombs. That's not good. That was a complete waste of time then. Now I feel rather foolish for not paying attention to my bombs. And we got another scarab, got out of the level. So, we got problems. Our problem is we don't have a bomb. Our good situation is that we have spike shoes, spring boots, as well as... Why was there all that rumbling just now? It kind of felt like the boulder from the altar, from the idol here was going down. Okay, so we are going to wrap around this way. It was going so well, too. It was going so well. And then that happened. And no, that's not what I want to do. Oh, man. That was a bad way to die. If I had just waited to react before making a move, we would have been in good shape. But instead, we ended up dead quite early. It's very disappointing. Better than yesterday's run by about 20,000, but still quite disappointing to die on the mines. As you can see, I now have my little gold gems on the corners to show that I've beaten Olmec. That's awesome. I think if I remember right, it was also earlier today when I unlocked our Ice Cave shortcut. So of course the shortcuts are in some ways beneficial if you want to practice a certain area, but in general the game is actually a lot harder if you take those shortcuts, because you have less items by then if you do. You know, if you go through the game normally, you're going to have at least a decent amount of items built up by the time you get to, you know, the ice caves or the temple. If you just use the shortcut to get there, you're not going to have anything, and it's going to be a lot harder on you. There we go. You can stay right up there, spider. You don't really have to follow me. I swear I don't mind if you stay behind. Let's see now. We want to go over this way. Nothing over here. Oh god, he's trying to come for me. Okay. I didn't even see that guy for a second. There's a long drop right here. I don't know if I can actually take this drop without fall damage. I can. Okay. Let's grab this rock. Oh sure, now that spider falls down. He trolled me like, I'm not gonna fall on you, bro. You're safe, I promise. And all of a sudden, boom, there he was. Okay, so that's obviously safe right there. Got a little bit there, a little bit more. Jump at the skeleton in case it comes to life. And then we are going to drop this rock down here so we can pick it up after getting our damsel, who we will now pick up and bring over. So daily challenge was a bust, but let's have a good normal run here. I think the run that I did real well on earlier was about 25 minutes long. That was Olmec completion. I could have gone to hell if I had chosen to. I had Olmec killed right at the door. I had Necronomicon, all that stuff. Unfortunately, as has seemed to be a trend, I was not recording when I made it there again. So at least this time I have some kind of evidence to show that I actually did beat Olmec, but still disappointing to not have that run on camera. It's always an accomplishment to get that far in Spelunky, so to not have a record of it when you do is kind of disappointing. But at the same time, I'm just happy that I'm making progress, even if it's not really showing on camera as often as I would like. I'm going to push this block off here, which might crush something down there. I don't believe it did, but we're going to toss a bomb at this big spider. It will give us our paste and a couple of gems. We could take the idol, but it would make the shopkeeper mad. We are going to buy that bomb box. That's a sure thing. There's almost no time when I find buying a bomb box to be a bad decision. You know what? Let's do something crazy. Let's take this mystery box. Climbing gloves. That's not bad. I think I paid an extra like 800 for the climbing gloves over what I normally would at this stage. And that's an item that I will almost always buy when I'm at the shop here, so it works for me. No damsel on that level, unfortunately. But we are up to 14 bombs, which is a far sight above our 0 from last run. Oops. There's an altar to Kali here, and I would like to sacrifice our damsel. Pretty much if there is an altar, I will sacrifice the damsel, unless I am in desperate need of health, and it is otherwise impossible. So, yeah, by the fact there's an altar here and we're already at 5 health, unless something crazy happens on this floor, that damsel will be sacrificed, assuming it's possible. Of course, that relies on us being able to find the damsel and get it to the altar, which is not always a guarantee, especially when the altar is up so high, but we find the damsel nice and early. We need to use one rope to get up here. I think we can get the rest of the way back to that altar without using any more ropes. Yes. And let's see, we get spring boots. Awesome. Spring boots are an item that can throw, that much like the climbing gloves actually, can throw me off, but in the most part, if I get the spring boots, I'm happy. It's just that sometimes, you know, when you're trying to, or when you're used to controlling with a normal jump, and your jump gets heightened like it does with the spring shoes, it can be kind of disconcerting. You know what, we're going to buy spike shoes while we're here too. Let's buy this mystery box as well. Jetpack! Yes! That was well worth the investment. Well worth the investment, consider our jetpack costs a lot more than 14,000. So our key should be on this level. It is. In fact, we find it right away, which is really useful. We have another altar, so we could get the Kapala. I don't want to push this too far. Ooh. Yeah, that damsel will be dead. We're still going to take it to the altar, because we could find some other dead stuff to sacrifice. And if we find any like cavemen or anything, they could be useful to us. And we might still be able to pull out the Kapala on this floor if we're real lucky about what we run into. So I might as well sacrifice it. It'll be extra points either way. And obviously trying to get the Kapala is something that you always want to do if you are given the opportunity. Let's drop down this way? Yeah, this way. Toss the key at that dude. Bounce on this guy's head. Sneaky. I need to remember that I have the jetpack as well. That's a good thing to remember. So now let us sacrifice dead damsel. Nothing we can sacrifice over there. I don't believe the chest is over there, although it is hard to tell. We already have paste, but let's kill this big spider so it's not a problem for us. Also set off the arrow trap and gave us a little bit of money. So obviously if you're looking at our gold situation, you can tell what our choices are when we get to the black market, and that is pretty much exclusively let's kill the shopkeepers. There's pretty much no way I'm going to get up to 50,000 before the black market at this point. Just took some stupid damage, and unfortunately due to the damsel's positioning it was impossible for me to get the Kapala on this floor as I otherwise would have. But no problems, we're at decent amount of gold that we can buy maybe a shotgun or something from the black market before we have to kill everyone. We got the Jedi, we're in good shape. Our health situation isn't the best. Ooh. It's like right down here by the vault, right at the start here. I'm not sure where exactly though. Ooh, it's right in here. Perfect. So we used 3 bombs to get in there, but we have found the black market. Now it's just a matter of making sure that we survive till then. I would like to look around for a damsel, as well as anything else that might be useful. Those bomb boxes are tempting, but there are usually bombs for sale in the black market. So to go for that would be using money that I could probably use to buy something else on the black market that's going to help us to rob it. Rushing water level, obviously not the safest thing. Let's plant a bomb here, see if we can find the damsel on the other side. Nee. I don't really like the placement of this damsel, but we're going to try to save him. Those piranhas are very vicious. Okay. Okay, never mind. I was worried there for a second, and I remember that that counts even if you go in the black market door. So we are in good shape to run back up here and enter the black market. Perfecto. Perfecto. So let's see now. Black market, we're going to need some kind of weaponry or at least a lot of bombs. There is a shotgun for sale down there. We have a decent amount of bombs. So I'm not too worried about buying more of them unless we're able to. We don't quite have enough for the shotgun as is. We can easily, though, toss a bomb right here, get this gem, and is that going to be enough? Not quite. Oh. See, the problem is, normally if this were a normal floor, I could just steal the shotgun and kill that shopkeeper, but in this case, that would cause the rest of them to go crazy on me and start attacking. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy this shotgun. We're going to fly up this way. We're going to plant a rope. Ooh. Plant a rope right here. And just toss a bomb in there. That's going to set them off. Okay, those guys have both fallen down. There's a bomb box for us that's useful. A cape, not so much. Let's see now. What do we have going on down here? A couple of shopkeepers still down here. Let's get them out of there. Perfect. Just planted a bomb right on that guy's face. That one did not go quite as well for us. But now they're both down here, which means I can start tossing bombs this way. And that should allow us to blow them up. We want to wait till they start moving though. Oh, he actually jumped out of there. They normally don't manage to get out of there even when you're blowing things up like that. That was real disappointing. As was that start of the run, so let's just kind of do this. I mean, that was pretty much set to be a victory. All I had to do was handle the black market better than I did. And unfortunately, that went all to hell because that guy unexpectedly jumped out from where he was for me. So, off we go on another adventure, where we probably won't be as lucky as we were in terms of getting the jetpack like we did. But maybe we'll have some other kind of luck. Our damsel is alive and well, that's good. There were 2 arrow traps there that I didn't even think of trying to set off before I jumped. That was real dumb. On the other hand, I couldn't have tossed the damsel down without killing her, so I mean, it was kind of a 50-50 decision there. I missed that gem because I'm too quick, but oh god. Why does Twitch like to unmute things when it starts playing ads? Shut up. I don't know what's making noise. I am very confused right now. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I had been watching a Northern Lions stream, and when the daily challenge rolled over, instead of watching that, I recorded it. But then Twitch turned on, but then an ad started up, and Twitch was like, hey, you know what would be awesome? If I unmuted this for you so that you could listen to this ad, because I know you're interested in this advertisement for, I don't even know what it was, but whatever it was, Twitch was pretty sure I was going to be more interested in that than my recording being good quality. And I said, Twitch, you're an idiot. And it was like, I'm not an idiot. I'm like, yes you are. Okay, so now we're going to have some fun right away. Fire, fire, fire. Good, good. Shopkeeper dead. We can easily get this key in chest. Now we got the Jedi. So we're getting revenge on the shopkeepers for that last run. In case you can't figure out why I'm stealing from the shopkeeper so early, essentially for spike boots. Because I want revenge on him for making a jump that I did not think he could make and killing me. And so this shopkeeper is going to die several times. In the meantime, we're going to bring our damsel down here. We're just going to take a risk and toss her down that way while we explore some more. Obviously we have no use for money anymore, but there are other things that we might be looking for. And obviously if we see a jetpack or something in the wall, you know what we're going to be after. So one thing that I always kind of forget to pay close attention to with the Jedi is if there are items like that in the wall. Oh, screw you, skeleton. Now guess what, Mr. Spider? You're dead. That was real easy, death. I didn't even use a bomb on you. Okay, so let's go back here, get our damsel. We'll move on after this. Unfortunately, there is a gap too high for me to jump up, so I had to use a rope to get back. It's always kind of disappointing. Where was the shopkeeper on this floor? Oh, this is the one that we killed the first shopkeeper on. Never mind. We hadn't killed one before that floor. Okay, so now there are going to be shopkeepers at the end of every floor, which is somewhat scary, but... Whoops, I'm sorry, Mr. Damsel. I did not know you were over there. Spring boots again. Today must be like the day of the spring boots or something, because I have gotten them quite frequently. No, don't go back up there. Come down here. I want to kill you. There you go. Didn't get anything with that, but oh well. We do obviously want to still collect a lot of gold because we want to put up a new personal high score. I highly doubt that I'm going to beat the high scores of the game because people have ridiculously high scores, well over 2 million. And I'm lucky to get the 200,000 I got last time. Ooh. That was a crappy situation. That was a real crappy situation. Well, it didn't do any damage, but that was still kind of weird. Those things normally can't even knock you out. Okay, so let's go down here, where we will find some gold. We'll find our damsel. Really? Really? I threw the rock downwards and it still managed to bounce up and hit me in the face. Damsel is safe and sound. This will be our last run of the video, for better or for worse, because I am actually not sure what time we're at right now. Honestly, if I go with my normal timing schedule, that last one probably should have been the last run, because now if this run goes well, we're going to be way over time. But you know what? It's worth another effort. Speaking of which, I might as well pop open OBS real quick just to see. Yes, we are at 23 minutes and 49 seconds. And so, let us see what we can pull off in the meantime. We do want to buy a bomb box, but we don't have nearly enough for it. We will after we kill this big spider, though. We'll just have to use a rope to get back up here. That was a perfect throw. And perfect. That guy is nice and dead. We have more than enough for a bomb box. So you might be saying, well, you only have 10,000 and you're on the second floor. Why pay for a bomb box? Why? Because there is nothing wrong with murdering the shopkeepers in the black market. And it is honestly probably, in a lot of ways, it's the better decision. Once you get good enough at it where you can do it relatively reliably, which I mean honestly, if not for the one very rare jump that one shopkeeper made, we would have had no problem doing it last run. But yeah, if you're capable of doing it, you're going to walk out of the black market with such better amount of items and consumables that it is almost entirely worth it just for that. Even if you don't get anything awesome like a jetpack, you're still going to end up getting at least a lot of bombs, a lot of ropes, some probably like spike shoes or spring boots if you haven't gotten them yet. You're going to get something good out of the black market if you rob it, other than the Ankh. So there's really no harm in doing it as long as you're capable of doing it. And so we're going to go on to floor 3 here. We're going to be looking for anything of interest. Most notably the key and the damsel, the two things I'll want the most. Obviously, depending on what the shop has, I may be interested in starting my shop robberies early. Let's go ahead and push this down this way. Nothing there. There's our chest. That was real close to me getting hit with some snake venom. Oh, come on. Come on. What are the odds I become non-invulnerable again right when the spider's right on top of me? And let's see now. You know, with the... Oh god. I second guess myself because I remember that the rock can destroy the key. And so I'm like, I shouldn't have picked this up. Well, in the meantime, while thinking about how I shouldn't have picked up the rock, I proceed to get smashed by the rock because I didn't react in time to put up a rope. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. I will be back next time, hopefully with a run that results in something like those two little gold dots there, because it would be nice to actually have a successful run on camera for once. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.